Thank you for joining Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you enjoy this class. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hi everyone, it's Rashi from Stretch and Flow. As you can see, I'm at the farm and I'm not in the studio, but I'm just outside the studio. Those of you that are familiar with our studio on the Sunshine Coast, I thought I'd do a flow this afternoon, just a full body flow, vinyasa flow. So vinyasa just means that we'll just be flowing with breath and movement and keeping it fairly fast moving, and then we'll slow down towards the end. So this is a beautiful flow to be done at any time of the day, just to bring breath awareness to your mind, body and soul. So we'll start seated, and whether you want to use a bolster or a block or a cushion underneath the sit bones, if you feel that will make it more comfortable, then go ahead. And as we practice today, my invitation to you is to just let the curiosity of the impermanence of life, the unpredictability of life, just simmer in your mind and your heart, because that is life. It is unpredictable. None of us know for sure, and that's true living. I was reminded when I read an article about the heart monitor. I can't remember the correct phrase for it, but when you see pictures or film clips of people that are connected to the heart monitor, you see the ups and downs and the little peaks and troughs, and that is symbolic of life itself. When it's a big straight flat line, there is no life. So let's embrace the unpredictability of life as we come into a seated posture, shutting the eyes down or just taking a gaze down at the mat. And you can probably hear the sounds of nature as I'm filming. As you wonder about the unpredictability of your life, perhaps let the sounds of nature just be your melody, the hum of the plane, to bring you to the present moment. And as the hum of the plane just gently quietens down, just focus on your inhale and your exhale. Life is so unpredictable. Simply be grateful for every moment. And better to go with the flow of life rather than plan everything out. Let's take 2 breaths together. Inhaling in through the nose, letting go sigh out the mouth. Another breath in, let the breath go. If the eyes are shut, just gently open them and just take a little gaze down at your mat or wherever you are. Give the shoulders a shrug up towards the ears on the inhale, and as you exhale, just drop them down. Big sigh out the mouth. Do 2 more like that. Inhaling in, letting go, sigh out. 1 more. Breathing in, let the breath go. Interlace the fingers at the base of the belly. Keep the elbows nice and wide. On the inhale, the palms come up towards your heart space. On the exhale, push the palms away, scoop the belly in and drop the gaze down. Inhaling, the arms reach up, take a big stretch. As you exhale, float the arms out to the side, interlacing the fingertips behind you. Take a breath in as you squeeze the shoulder blades and take a gentle back bend. And as you breathe out, ground with the sit bones, but bring the arms all the way in front, interlacing the fingertips and guiding everything back in as you lengthen through the spine. Inhale to rise, palms to your heart space. Exhale to push away, drop the gaze. Inhale, the arms reach up, perhaps add a gentle back bend here. As you exhale, float the arms out to the side, interlacing them behind the back. Take a breath in as you squeeze the shoulder blades and take a back bend. And as you breathe out, reaching forward and guiding everything back to your heart space. Take a breath in, let the breath go. On the inhale, float the arms up, take a gentle back bend here. On the exhale, take an open twist, so left hand in front, right hand behind, gazing over the right shoulder. Ground with the sit bones. On the inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, twist. One more breath. Everything comes back round to center. The arms reach up and over. Take a gentle back bend here. And as you exhale, over to the other side. Twisting and gazing over the left shoulder. On the breath in, you lengthen through the crown of the head. On the breath out, perhaps twisting at the waist a little bit more. One more breath. Everything comes back round to center. The arms reach up. And as you exhale, float the hands in front of you and take a gentle walk. Some of you may be here. Some of you may have the range to come down a little bit more. Some of you may have the range to come down onto your forearms. It doesn't matter how low you come down, as long as the stretch is good for your body. Drop the crown of the head. For each inhale, perhaps a gentle upliftment through the spine, and with each exhale coming down a little bit lower. Know that if life was predictable, it would cease to be life and be without any flavour. Savour each taste of each chapter in your life. Quick the fingertips out a little bit further. Soften the back of the neck, keeping the gaze down. One more breath. And then gently start to walk the hands back up. We're making our way onto all fours, so either just rolling over the ankles or kicking the legs out to the side as you come onto all fours position. Knees hip width distance, palms are shoulder width distance. Just micro bend the elbows. On the breath in, the waist goes back as the gaze goes up. On the breath out, rounding and arching. Just take a few more cat-cow curls like this. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Let's do one more. Breathing in and letting the breath go. Let's come back to a neutral spine. When you're ready, extend that right leg behind you. Push out through the sole of the right foot. Engage the core. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, take a little crunch, nose to knee. Inhale, the right leg shoots back. Exhale, rounding the back, nose to knee. Inhale, shoot the right leg back at hip height. Steady the hips by engaging the core, and then bring the left arm out for a balance. If that's too much, you just keep one limb on the ground. Try not to dump in that right wrist. Push the mat away with that right palm. Reaching forward with the left fingertips as you push back with the right foot. Either stay here or reach back and grab the foot. You can probably hear the kookaburras in the distance. If you have the foot, pull the foot towards you, but try not to dump into that left shoulder. Really peel that shoulder open. Gaze can be down on your mat, or gaze can be up towards the ceiling or the sky, whatever your view. One more breath. And then let's come back to extension. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, keep the right leg extended. Drop the left palm. Place the right foot behind the left. If this feels unstable, just scoot that left foot out to the side. Make the base a little bit bigger. Press into the left hand. Breathe the right arm up. Imagine the two shoulders stacking on top of each other, reaching up nice and tall. Those of you that want to take it further, lift that back leg up. Engage the core. Push out through the sole of that back foot. One more breath, and if you want to take it further, you can bend the knee and catch the foot, but no problem. You take it to your degree, whatever you feel your body needs. If you have the foot, pull it towards you. One more breath. If you have the foot, just release it. The right arm releases up, drops back down onto the mat, and just pivot the leg across. Take a breath in as you breathe out, dropping down onto all fours. Let's take a cat-cow curl here. Inhaling in, the waist goes back as the gaze goes up. As you exhale, that rounding and arching. Back to a neutral spine. Soften through the shoulders. Keep the gaze down low to soften the back of the neck. When you're ready, that left leg extends behind you just at hip height. Engage the core to keep you nice and steady. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, nose to knee, really rounding and arching the back. Inhale, the leg shoots back. Exhale, taking that little crunch, engaging the core. Inhale, the leg shoots back. Steady the hips. If you want to come into a balance, the right arm reaches forward. Pulling the right fingertips in front of you as you push out through the left sole of the foot. Drop the gaze. Know that the only thing predictable about life is its unpredictability. Some of life's beautiful moments, most beautiful moments, are unpredictable. One more breath. If you want to take it further, reach back, catch the foot. This time peeling that right shoulder open, pushing the mat away with the left palm so you're not dumping into the wrist. Feel the stretch in the quads. One more breath. And then coming back to extension first, take a breath in, drop the right hand down. This time the left foot comes behind the right. Make the base bigger if you need more stability. And this time the right hand stays on the ground and the left arm releases up. Imagine those shoulders stacking on top of each other. The gaze can be down, or if you want that extra neck stretch, gaze up towards the top thumb. You're either staying here or you're releasing that back leg, engaging the core. Staying here if that's enough, or bending the knee, catching the foot and pulling it towards you, keeping that left shoulder nice and open. Notice the jaw, soften it a little. Let the breath flow. One more breath. If you have the foot, just release it. The left arm reaches up, drops down onto the mat. Pivot round, take a breath in. As you breathe out, dropping the knee down. Once you're there, just take a gentle rock from side to side. Catch your breath if you need to. And then walk the hands to the edges of the mat. As you come into puppy pose, you can come onto the finger mounds, dropping the chest down, softening the back of the neck, really reaching forward. One more breath here. And then gently just start to walk the hands back towards the knees. If you're wanting a stretch of the arches, dig the toes in. Otherwise, flatten the feet off. Gently inhale the arms all the way up. Take a big stretch, wrapping right arm under left for eagle arm. Inhale, the arms come up and over. And as you exhale, coming down, engaging the core, the fingertips can hit the mat or as low as you feel to go. Inhale, the arms reach up and over, perhaps deepening the back bend. As you exhale, tapping the fingertips towards the mat. Inhale to reach all the way up. As you exhale, sinking down. On your next breath in, the arms reach all the way up, releasing from the stretch. Take a big back bend and place the left hand on the right knee. The right hand comes behind your back. Take a breath in to lengthen through the crown of the head. As you breathe out, turn and twist over that right shoulder. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling perhaps to twist a little bit more. One more breath here. Everything comes back round to center. And just take a moment, notice the breath. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. As you exhale, left underneath right, or do the opposite if you've done this. If this is too intense on your shoulders, opposite palms to opposite shoulders. Inhale, the arms reach up and over. As you exhale, engaging the core, scooping the belly in, the arms come down towards the mat. Inhaling to reach up and over. Exhaling, hips to heels as you sink down. Let's do one more, reaching all the way up and over. And as you exhale, dropping down. This time on the breath in, the arms reach all the way up, release from the stretch, add a little back bend. And as you exhale, right hand on left thigh, left hand comes behind the back. Take a moment just to lengthen first through the crown of the head, and then as you exhale, take the twist over the left shoulder. Soft jawline, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist, noticing the sounds of nature around me. Everything comes all the way back round. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. As you exhale, pushing the arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades, the body comes forward, the back of the neck is soft. Inhale, strong arms, let's come all the way up, deepening the back bend. As you exhale, pushing the arms behind you as the body leans forward. Let's do one more. Inhaling in, and then just letting the breath go. On your next inhale, floating the arms up, reaching up nice and tall. As you exhale, take a swan dive down to the mat. The palms land on the mat. And then dig the toes in, come up into downward facing dog. If that's too much, just stay on all fours. Bending the knees. Perhaps bending the knees a lot so the hips are up towards the ceiling, pushing the upper body back towards the thighs, softening the back of the neck, perhaps shaking the head yes and no. Gaze can be at the navel or in between the gap in the legs. Just notice the breath in, notice the breath out. Soften the facial features. On your next inhale, the right leg shoots all the way up, a one-legged dog. As you exhale, bending at the knee, stacking it over the left hip, trying to keep equal weight in the palms or just peeling the hips open, perhaps rotating the ankle one way and then the other way, keeping any tension off the shoulders. The right leg comes all the way back and then drop it back down into downward facing dog, bending the knees, pushing the upper body back towards the thighs. When you're ready, the left leg inhales all the way up, bending it at the knee as we open the other hip up, again equal weight in the palms. Rotating the ankle one way and then the other way. When you're ready, the leg extends back behind you. Take a big stretch up. And as you exhale back to downward facing dog, know that some of the most beautiful moments in life are not planned and unpredictable. Really push that upper body back towards the thighs, getting that nice extension in the spine. When you're ready, on the next inhale, the right leg shoots all the way up. As you exhale, landing it in between your palms. Focus your gaze. You can either keep that back foot angled for stability, like I'm showing you, or come onto the ball of the back foot. When you're stable, breathe the arms all the way up. Soft shoulders. Focused gaze. On the inhale, the arms reach up, the front leg straightens. On the exhale, lunge with that right knee, bend the elbows, push the palms away from you. Come onto the ball of the back foot if you're wanting more strength and a deeper stretch. Otherwise, stay with the foot angled. Once you feel stable, the arms reach up on the breath in, the front leg straighten. On the breath out, lunging a bit deeper, pushing the palms away. Feel the stretch across the shoulders. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bending the elbows, lunging a little deeper. Keep the breath flowing. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, let's open up to warrior two. Angle that back foot if it's not there already. Reach forward with the right palm. Flip the front palm. Inhale to reverse the stretch. Keep grounded in the feet. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reversing the stretch, reaching up and over,
exhale, coming back through to warrior two. One more, breathing in, reaching up and over. And as you exhale, landing the shoulders home back to warrior two. Turn the right foot so you're side on the mat. Adjust the feet if you need to. Make the stance a little bit wider. Bring softness in the shoulders as the arms reach all the way up. And as you exhale, come into your goddess squat. So tailbone heavy, length through the crown of the head and pushing the knees out to the side. The bounce of the knees, the arms reach up on the breath in. We're moving fairly quickly. As you exhale, coming down perhaps a little bit lower. Inhale to reach all the way up. Exhale to sink down. Softness in the jaw as the arms reach up again. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, open the arms up and turn the left foot. So now you're facing at the back of the mat into warrior two. Angle the foot or stay on the ball of the back foot if you're wanting a little bit more strength. Adjust the feet so that the hips feel stable and nice and comfortable. Swing the back hand to meet the front hand. The arms reach up, the front leg straightens. As you exhale, pushing the arms out to the side and lunging with the left knee. Feel the stretch in the legs. Inhale, you grow tall as you rise, the arms reach up. Exhale, bending the elbows, pushing the palms away, lunging a bit deeper. Breathing in, just work with your breath. The arms reach up. And as you exhale, to push away. Inhale, the arms reach up. And as you exhale, open the hips to warrior two. Left arm in front, right arm behind. Softness in the shoulders. This time the left fingertips reach forward first, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse the stretch, feel the stretch across the front of the body. As you exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reach up and over. Exhale, warrior two. Focus mind, focus gaze. Inhale to reach up and over. Exhale, warrior two. And then turn the left foot so you're now side on the mat again. Inhale, the arms are reaching all the way up. As you exhale, coming into your goddess squat, but placing the palms on each thigh. Try not to crunch the body over. Keep length in the spine. The tailbones towards the mat, and there's length in the upper body. If it gets too much, just straighten the front legs a little. So this time the right arm reaches up on the inhale and take a big rotation all the way around. And then place the hand back on the thigh. The fingertips can skim the mat. Inhale, the left arm reaches all the way up. Take that big circle. And then back onto that left thigh. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale to reach all the way up. Keeping your squat as best as you can. If it's too much, straighten the front legs. Other side. Inhale, reaching all the way up. And then back onto the thigh. Lengthen, take a breath in. Keep the breath flowing. This time on the breath in, inhale in. As you exhale, the left shoulder comes forward and you gaze over the right shoulder for a gentle twist. Come back to neutral on the breath in. As you exhale, the right shoulder comes forward and you gaze over the left shoulder. Your legs are probably feeling it. Inhale to lengthen. And just notice the mind on the breath in, the arms reach up, the front leg straightens, we come up slowly. And as you exhale, hands to your heart space, empty the breath completely. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, take a swan dive to your mat, bend the knees if you need to, a halfway lift, a nice flat back. And as you exhale, take a walk over to that right foot. Turn the toes of the right foot to face the front of the mat. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. So you're on the ball of the back foot. Widen through the collarbones. Take a breath in. Let the breath go. On your next inhale, stepping forward and just let the body hang in ragdoll. Notice the mind. Just notice the breath. Just let that upper body be heavy. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Just soften the back of the neck. Life is so unpredictable. Be grateful for each moment. On the breath in, the arms sweep all the way up. As you exhale, hands to your heart space. Inhale, the arms reach up, adding a back bend here. As you exhale, taking a swan dive to greet your mat, empty the breath completely. Inhale, a halfway lift. And as you exhale, folding forward, soften the back of the neck. Sweep the arms back up on the breath in. We're moving one breath to one movement. Exhale to your heart space. Empty the breath. Inhale to reach up and over, perhaps deepening the back bend. And as you exhale, coming down onto your mat to empty the breath completely. A halfway lift. And as you empty the breath, a forward fold. Let's come up on the breath in, reaching tall. This time making a pistol grip with the fingertips, interlacing the fingers apart from the pointed fingers. Stand strong in your legs. Take a breath in as you reach up. As you breathe out, float over to one side for a side stretch. Inhale, coming back through to center. As you exhale, over to the other side. One more on each side. Breathing in to reach up, grow tall. And then breathing out with a soft jaw. Take the stretch on the side. Inhale to reach up. As you exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. And as you exhale, coming back down to your mat, take a swan dive. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. And as you empty the breath, place the hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. And then step the right foot. You're in high plank position. If this is too much, you drop the knees. Engage the core so you're not dumping into the back. Take a breath in, widen through the collarbone. As you breathe out, swivel the heels over to the right. The right hand lands on the mat and the left arm reaches up for side plank. Really reach up nice and tall, lift the hips up. If this is too much, you can drop the bottom knee just as I'm showing you. Otherwise, keep on the heel. Engage the core, push the hips up, push the mat away with the bottom palm as you reach up with the top palm. One more breath, inhale to reach up. Gaze can be down or up at that top thumb. It's a really strong pose. Use your breath. As you exhale, dropping that left hand down, coming back to high plank position, pushing out through the soles of the feet, and then coming into downward facing dog. Push the upper body back towards the thighs. Take a breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. And then rolling the hips forward, back into high plank. Get steady first, and then rotate the hips, the heels over to the left. The left hand stays on the ground and the right arm reaches up. Drop that bottom knee if you need to. Imagine the two shoulders stacking on top of each other. Lift the hips up a little higher. Reach up nice and tall with that top hand. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. When you're ready, the right hand drops down. You're back into high plank position. Drop the knees down, flatten off the feet. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to come all the way down to your mat. Inhale, come to up dog. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the left hip down and gaze over the right shoulder for a gentle twist. Inhale, use your core, push yourself back up for a back bend. As you exhale, the right hip drops down and you gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, coming back through to center. Take a back bend. As you exhale, pushing the hips towards the heels, bring the knees and the thighs together. Like you're curling yourself up into a little ball so that palms can come to the heels. You can drop the head towards the mat, tucking it in towards the knees. Just take a moment here to settle. Know that life is not the way it's supposed to be, it's the way it is. The way we cope with it is what makes a difference. Soften the back of the neck in this beautiful grounding pose. And then start to uncurl yourself out of the stretch. Come back onto all fours. Place the knees hip width distance, the palms are shoulder width distance. Take a cat-cow here. Breathing in, the waist goes back and the gaze goes up. And as you breathe out, really rippling the spine up, rounding and arching. Inhale, that right leg shoots behind you at hip height. As you exhale, swing it to the right edge of the mat. The left knee can scoot back a little bit so that leg is straight. Keep the left hand on the ground. Inhale the right arm up and gaze up for a gentle twist. As you exhale, the right hand can be placed on the right thigh or the knee. Just give it a gentle push away. You can come onto the side of the right foot. Just opening the hip up, just making those organic movements. Keep that breath flowing. Inhaling, letting the breath go. Just simply enjoy the surprises, explore new paths and cherish the memories of the impermanence of life, the unpredictability of life itself. Inhale, that right arm comes up. As you exhale, dropping it down onto the mat. And we're setting up for pigeon, so scooting that right foot over to the left, dropping the knee across, and then lengthening the back leg, just taking a gentle rock, almost like you're inching the hips all the way down, softening through the shoulders, perhaps making the palms a little bit wider on the mat. Once you're there, take a deep back bend. You'll feel that stretch in that right glute and hip. And as you exhale, just coming all the way down onto your mat. Your head can rest either on your mat or you can use a block if you're needing a little bit more support in this pose. And then just bring stillness in this pose, softening the back of the neck and just letting the hips open by using your breath. Know that mindfulness doesn't change life. It remains as fragile and unpredictable as ever. It simply changes the heart's capacity to accept life as it truly is. A few more breaths here. We widen through the collarbones. Try not to let those shoulders come up towards the ears. And then start to bring the body all the way up, walking the hands back. We're dropping the right hip, swinging that left leg all the way around, bringing the right foot into the left thigh. The toes of that left leg are pointing up. The arms are reaching up. You're moving the body to face that extended leg and then folding forward with a flat back. Wherever your hands land, they don't have to reach your feet, the calves, the shin. Just let them land there. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine with a flat back. As you exhale, fold forward. Try not to crunch the back or the vertebra. With each inhale, that subtle lengthening. With each exhale, perhaps coming down a little bit more. One more breath here, and then start to walk the hands up. On the breath in, the arms reach all the way up. On the breath out, the right hand lands on the left knee. The left hand comes behind you to support. And then twist and gaze over that left shoulder. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist. Bring the body back round to center. Extend the arm all the way up. You can either keep everything grounded or push into that back hand as you lift the hips up. Reaching up with the left arm. You're breathing in, arching the back, and then everything drops down onto the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace the fingertips. Cradle them. Cradle the toes with your hands. Take a breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you breathe out, float the body over the toes. Push the knees out to the side. You feel a stretch in that inner groin. Softness in the back of the neck and the jaw. That subtle lengthening with each inhale. And as you exhale, perhaps coming down a little bit lower, deepening into the stretch. Couple more breaths here. And then gently start to engage the core as you start to lengthen through the spine, planting the hands on the mat as you just make your way back onto all fours, moving mindfully here. Knees hip width distance, palms to shoulder width distance. Take one cat-cow, inhaling in, exhaling, rounding and arching the back. When you're ready, that left leg extends behind you. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're swinging it to the outer edge of the left palm, scooting that right leg back. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Take a big breath in, the gaze can follow. The right hand's on the ground. As you exhale, use the left palm to push the left knee or thigh away. Again, rocking onto the side of that left foot if you want to go a little bit deeper. And just making those organic movements. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Know that the unexpected and unpredictable is real. Try not to fight it. It's simply life. That left arm reaches up again. Take a big breath in. Land it back on the mat on the exhale. And let's set up for pigeon on the other side as you scoot that left foot over to the right. Dropping the knee across. Lengthening that back leg when you're ready. Inching those hips down a little bit more. On the breath in, take a back bend. Pushing the waist back. And as you exhale, again coming down onto your mat for pigeon on the other side, either resting the head on the mat or making a little pillow with a fist. You know what's right for your body, so just move accordingly. Know the unpredictability of life. It takes sadness to know what happiness is, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to value presence. Soften the back of the neck, widen through the shoulders and the collarbone. Try not to let the mind drift. Guide it gently back with the breath. And gently start to walk your way up, lengthening through the spine. This time the left hip drops, the right leg swings all the way around. The left foot comes into that right thigh. Inhaling, the arms reach up. As you exhale, folding over that extended right leg, again wherever your hands meet. With each inhale, a subtle lengthening. With each exhale, perhaps coming down a little bit lower. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. And then gently start to walk the hands back. On the inhale, the arms reach up. On the exhale, this time the right hand goes onto the left knee. The left hand goes behind you. Take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, turn and gaze over that left shoulder. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to twist. Keep the jaw soft but length through the crown of the head. We'll hold this twist just for a little bit longer. Going a little bit deeper if you want to. Notice the difference between both sides. And then gently bringing the body back round to center. And this time extending that right arm all the way up. The backhand stays where it is. You can either stay grounded or lifting the hips up, arching the back, reaching up and over with that top arm, holding it here for 3, 2, 1, and then gently lowering everything down. And then coming into a seated posture. If you feel to finish your practice lying down, then feel free, go ahead and lie down. I'm going to finish this practice seated, just doing some breath work, and I'll guide you when it's time to finish the practice. So whether you're seated or whether you're lying down, just start to engage in your breath. If you're seated, just sit up tall with a softness in the collarbones. Lengthen the crown of the head. And if you're lying down, perhaps just make yourself comfortable. You might like to tune into your breath if the mind gets distracted. Or you might just like to tune into a noise that's dominant in the surroundings that you're in. For me, it's the noise of nature. And then just start to notice the inhale and the exhale. And I'll cue you when it's time to come out.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this one's gone crazy. And Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Did lovers really fall in love to stay? Stand beside each other, come when they. Was the promise really something people kept? Not just something they would say and then forget. Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away?
Start to notice any noises where you are as you start to waken the body up. Come back to the philosophy of the unpredictability of life. Know that life is unpredictable, it changes with the seasons. Even your coldest winter happens for the best of reasons. And though it may feel eternal, like all you'll ever do is free, the promise is spring is coming, and with it, brand new leaves. Know that life is the most difficult exam. No two lives are the same. Most people fail because they try to copy others, not realising that everyone has a different question paper. Whether you're lying or seated, just notice how you feel. Notice the breath in, notice the breath out. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Take a big stretch, greet your day wherever you're at. As you exhale, hands to your heart space. And as we finish, my invitation is to look back and smile no matter what life has thrown you, because it was life and you decided to live it. May all beings be free, may all beings be happy, may all beings be safe. Namaste. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you feel a bit more refreshed, a bit more stretched, a bit more relaxed in body, soul and mind. Please subscribe to our channel, and it helps us to share the content. There'll be more coming, healthy recipes, healthy lifestyle tips, and much, much more. So I invite you to please subscribe to help us. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this practice. I wish you all well, and to embrace the unpredictability of this beautiful life that we truly have. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us for Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you've enjoyed the class. Please subscribe, and make sure if you have any questions, please send an email, get in touch some way. Once again, thank you and have a great day.